What's going on, people? It's Winslow. It's me, your favorite drum and bass producer from the States that always wears this gray t-shirt that's slightly worn out and the same Cardinals baseball cap. These big old headphones and this mic and like some stuff on the wall back there, but like you see some stuff disappearing because like he's moving. I am moving. Anyway, I'm gonna dive a bit more into my song Peaced Out that recently came out on Hospital as a part of my Unswung Hero EP. Yeah, we're gonna talk about specifically the sampling. So like original tune, how I figured out some of the chops and stuff, which is like 2 of them. Splitting like the vocals briefly. Once you hear like how it originally sounded and then what I made it sound like to fit the context of drum and bass and you know everything that goes with that sonically. Yeah, anyway, let's check it out. So we're back in the project. Nothing really specific going on. I'll talk about these chops in a second. But let's flip over. So the original sample is Peace Gone Away. Obvious. It says it in the lyrics. By Experience Unlimited, at least 1977. Original song sounds a bit like this.
It's love and understanding far off in a dream, or will it fall from the sky?
Yeah, so as you can see, like cool tune, loads of like things to pick out from. I could probably make 2 or 3 more songs without using the same stuff in here, or even just like lift out some drum loops or like bongos or something. You know what I mean? But it was cool to work with. Let's talk about it. So here's basically one big loop, and more or less it's the same thing. So the different sections of chops. The red is one, the yellow is a different one, as you'll see. I'll show you what it sounds like first, with all the processing too, by the way. Yeah, that's basically it. As far as like the chops. So one thing you can kind of do to find little loops like this, and I don't think I did it in this case, but I know it'll work, is if you just drop in whatever you're trying to sample and make sure the project's at the whatever BPM you're working at, and just like make little 1 bar, 4, however many bar loops at random spots and see what happens. Because sometimes you can get like this kind of thing towards like, oh, I just looped this syllable or this word or this phrase, and like you hear it in the rhythm and then you realize, oh, I need to make it a little bit longer, a little bit shorter, stuff like that. Yeah, because in this case, like if I just loop this, I made the song. Let's see how it sounds. Yeah, just cut out peace, more or less. As you can see, there's some extra chops in here because I wanted to make sure like the rhythm was right, because it doesn't like completely line up because it's like a live recording. But like that stretch one, yeah, this is stretched faster. This is stretched to be longer. But when you add the kick and the snare, it works. And that's like a big thing for me and why I do like chop samples like by hand, more or less. It's like, because I really want to make sure things line up, like the micro timing lines up. And in this case, these little bitty chops that kind of quickly speed up a section and quickly slow down. Anyway, they kind of speed up or slow down specific sections is so the timing works out with the kick and snare and then all the other percussion that's going on. You know, when you get your timing right, the groove is just, whew, you're in that pocket, you know? I'm all about the pocket.
Hot pockets.
And that's the same thing, like, this is technically, like, all of this is the same loop. I mean, it's like, it's the but like, the little cuts are so certain things line up with certain things. And like, rhythm lines up where it should. Yeah. So where is this chop from? So it's way, so I have peace and way, basically. Or like what it goes. So I got peace, and then way. Yeah, but you don't get the way out of that, you know. take your words and you recontextualize them. So the words are in there, peace and way, but now I'm more listening to like the musicality and like the inflection of how it's sung and the rhythm within the voice. So if you listen, that's all in time. The and that's what those little chops are for. And then the peace, a little out of my range, but like, and that's basically it. Like, as far as the chops go, there's no like other turnarounds or there's just this. Like this one is like the little feel. It's the same thing. Ooh, computer's cooking, and I'll show you why in a second. Yeah, I have the full project running, so I had to bounce that to audio. But yeah, that's basically how I discovered the chops, and I basically just went in by hand and made sure to align them with the kick, with the rhythm I'm setting up. You know, I want everything to be rhythmically tight. So if we just play the chops, play the kick, and snare, you'll hear it. You'll hear it if I hit play on the correct thing. Oh no, that's like the fake out drop. What am I saying? That's why there's no drums. So you can kind of hear like obviously like the peace part, like the initial like transient or plosive in this case, because it's P, is like lines up with the kick, nice and tight, two transients together. And then you have like other bits within like, like the strong like lines up with the snare. Like it's all there. And that's why my music is so good. Anyway, so I briefly touched on in the track overview, I did some AI splitting for the vocal.
Is love and understanding far off in a dream, or will it fall?
Yeah, so basically I ran the entire song. I could have just did the specific bit I wanted, but I ran the entire song through Isotope RX10 and isolated the vocal. It's not great, but like it's reusable because again, we're thinking context. If I play it with the original, with the sample chops and stuff, some of those artifacts are hidden in the wall of noise that is sampling goodness.
Is love and understanding far off in a dream?
It works. Okay. As far as the other bits, like the live sections, they're basically like no chops, just played straight.
Peace is gone away.
And I did add some drums.
Peace is gone away. Where are the children of today?
And it has like a little bit of like multi-band side chaining baked in, which is why the drums come through so clearly. Hopefully that gives you an idea of some things you could do when, like anything production wise, like you can do as much or as little as you want. It just depends on the sound you're trying to get. And if it sounds good, it sounds good. And if it sounds bad, keep working on it or adjust your expectations. Anyway, any more questions, leave them in the comments. Hope that was helpful. Peace out. Peace that's gone away.